I have been doing this business for 3 years. I have yet to see anyone have $1 million in a retirement account. And if they do, which I've never seen, even if they have $1 million in their retirement account, that is not $1 million. It's $1 million on paper, because that $1 million needs to be taxed, right? Because it's a 401k. That $1 million is at the mercy of the stock market. Look what's happening right now. Look what happened in 2020. So those two things are going to eat up that person's money. But if they had it in an IUL, which is what you guys are seeing, this $1 million is sitting there waiting clockwise for this child. So this is how you set your kids or your grandkids or your nieces, your nephew, you set them up right from day one. But again, we can only do this if we know this information. And this is why we're teaching it, right? Now, I'm going to show you now, let's say we have an adult, right? Let's go to an adult, 30 years old, saving $600 a month, right? $600 a month, that's $7,200 per year. They're saving. Now, fast forward to retirement age, they're 65. 35 years of saving money. Guys, you are doing this. You're just doing it in the wrong vehicle. You guys are all saving. You're just saving in the wrong bucket. You're saving in your 401k. You're saving in your 403b. You're saving in an IRA, right? You're saving it in the wrong bucket. What's happening with those buckets is you're exposed to taxes. Taxes will go up and your money will go up and get eat up in taxes. You're also at the mercy of the stock market, the volatility, right? 2008, many people lost money. 2020 that just ended, many people lost up to 30% in those accounts. So imagine if you were about to retire in the year 2020 and you had $1 million in your account. Now you're down to 700,000 and you still got to pay tax. So how's your retirement looking right now? Right? But if you had these kind of strategies, and like I said, people are saving. People want to save money. They just don't have this information to save it in the right vehicles. Now at 65, this person has almost 800,000 that they can take out to supplement their retirement income. And the death benefit, again, think of the death benefit as if you get ill, because statistics show people are not just going to wake up one day and drop dead the next day. They're going to get sick first. They are going to get sick first. And when we get sick, our money is going to give us, hopefully, the best health care to see the doctors that we want to see, and not what the government decides because we're on a government plan, right? So it's very important to have these type of strategies where going back to these 4 things, right? These 4 things. How important is your money to you guys? You got to position your money where you're going to get growth. You got to also make sure your money is safe. No sense growing it if it's not going to be safe, right? You put your money in the stock market, there's nothing safe about the stock market, right? You want to make sure you're protecting your family. God forbid if you pass away unexpected today. If you have people dependent on you, you can know they're going to be okay because you've made provision for them. If you're someone like me that's single, no kids, I still want to make sure my parents are okay. I still want to make sure my mom is going to be okay. I still want to make sure my dad is going to be okay. So I still want to make sure my family is protected, right? But what if I get sick? What if I get cancer, heart attack, stroke? Guess what? My long-term care pays me $20,000 per month. So I can afford to hire the best care. I can afford to fly to whichever is the best, I don't know, whoever specialist, right? And what about your money? You want to protect your money because all of you are working so hard for that money. You got to learn these strategies to protect your money. Protect it from the government. Protect it from inflation, because that's another silent killer that will eat up your money. Protect it from taxes. You don't want to pay too much taxes. And also protect it from the stock market. You got to protect your money, guys. We're all working so hard for this money. We got to know how to protect it. And this is why our company is on a massive campaign for financial literacy. Who are we? Our parent company is called Aegon. We've been around since 1844. That's 176-year-old. Worldwide, because we are worldwide. We're not just some mom and pop here in New York or some mom and pop store in the US. We have a global presence. In fact, we're listed number 2 on the list of 9 companies that is so strong to the global financial system. Worldwide, 29 million customers. We manage $1 trillion in investment. Here in the US, a lot of people may know our parent company here in the US called Transamerica. In fact, my 401k was with Transamerica when I was in the hotel industry, right? And then we also have World Financial Group, which is the division that we fall under. Going out and educating families. We have about 400 financial centers across US, Canada, Puerto Rico, and Hawaii. But because of COVID, everything now is virtual. 42,000 plus licensed agents. Our home office employees have about 259. And as of 2001, we've helped 4.2 million. Now, I thought this was a lot, but it's not. Here in New York alone, we have 9 million people. So it just goes to show there is a huge lack of people that needs financial education. And like Sharon said, we're like the Amazon for the financial service. We work with about 77 different product providers. And what we do, there's a huge need for what we do. Financial education. The bank is not going to educate you because the bank wants our money so they can take it and invest it and give us 0.0 whatever interest. College is not going to educate you because I'm the professor. And I graduated from NYU and they never taught me this stuff. So if you think your kids are going to learn this in school, I'm telling you, we're not teaching this. We are not teaching this in school. My faculty doesn't even know this. My dean doesn't even know this, right? What we teach is business finance to teach our kids to go get a job. And now they go get a 6-figure paying job and they still don't know how to manage their own income, right? Sharon just went over the 3 rules of money: compound, taxes, and investment. And like I said, we work with about 77 different companies. These are just some of the top ones. Transamerica, Nationwide, you've all heard the jingle, they're on our side. Everest, amazing funeral concierge, just got nominated number 1 in Forbes magazine. Prudential, Pacific, and so many other companies we work with or we have access to. So when we sit with a client and we educate that client with their finances, we can pick any one of those 77 different companies to meet that client financial needs. If you go to Citibank, they're not going to educate you because I have Citibank. If you go to Bank of America, they're not going to educate you. I have Bank of America. In fact, every time I go to the bank, I'm always trying to get these tellers case because I'm like, y'all know y'all be robbing people. Y'all know this 0.0 interest ain't gonna do nothing for us, right? I'm always busting their chops. So what Sharon just showed you is on the client side, the education that we provide, the strategies that we provide to help people save and grow and protect their money. But then there's also an opportunity to make money, just like myself, an educator, just like Sharon, who's also an educator, we found this opportunity to be ideal. We're already teaching. All we had to do is learn finance, right? Now, I can't give you your license. The state has to give you your license. Everything that we do is highly regulated by the Financial Service Department. Whenever you get your license, which could be 2 weeks to 30 days, you can start helping families and making a good part-time income with this opportunity. I'm going to be the first to tell you, when this opportunity was presented to me, I said, I'm a professor. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I'm making $100 per hour. Like, what is this nonsense? That was me with my nose turned up because I'm a professor making $100 per hour. When I started learning the financial concept, when I started attending the workshop, I quickly realized I do not know what I do not know. And so I humbled myself and started learning, because I know that once I learned this information, I could teach it to my students. I could teach it to my faculty. I could teach it to my friends and my family. And that's what I did. And I decided to first become a member, learn and get help with my own finance. At the time, I had saved up about $100,000 in the bank. And I talk about it in my book, If You Ain't Stacking, You're Dropping. Because guess what? A lot of us might be saving money, but if we're not saving it smart, we're still going to be broke. Here I had saved up $100,000 sitting in a bank earning 0.0 something. Was I really winning the money game? No, I was not. So here, when you get your license, right, that the state of New York or whichever city you're in or whichever state you're in, you can begin helping families and making money. On average, an associate, right, you help a client save money, guys. We don't make people spend. I'm not selling hair. I'm not selling makeup. I'm not selling a vacuum cleaner. I'm teaching families how to build wealth, tax-free wealth for their unborn kids. You help a family save $250 per month, which is $3,000 per year. And the irony is that family might already be saving their money, but they are not saving it smart. They're not. So when you come in and you help educate them and show them a better vehicle to save that money, guess what? On average, $250 per month, $3,000 per year, that's about $1,350. You can make $1,350 on a Zoom, right? We have a joke. We say all day we zooming and booming, right? On a Zoom, spending about 2 to 3 hours of your time helping any family in the entire USA. Sharon is in Florida. I'm in New York. Shelly's in Ohio. Who else is on the line? You could help anybody in the US. Even Canada, even Puerto Rico, even Hawaii, all from the comfort of your home. Man, I know a lot of people don't like COVID, and I don't like it for what it has done in terms of people's health and death, but COVID has been a blessing to our business because I don't have to go to my office. I don't have to set up my projector. I don't have to turn the chairs up. No, my office right now is in my house, on my computer, Wi-Fi, let's go. So you can make $1,350 just by helping a family structure their finance. So if you sit with 4 families, which is less than 12 hours in the entire month, you're looking at almost $5,000. And I could tell you firsthand, $5,000 as a W-2 and $5,000 as a 1099 is 2 different end numbers, because that $5,000 with your W-2 minus the taxes. $5,000 as a 1099, you're going to pay the least amount of taxes legally because you have a business and you could write off certain expense. My laptop that I just purchased, this is a tax write-off. My Wi-Fi that I pay every month, that's a tax write-off. My phone that I'm on calling a client, that's a tax write-off. Right? And so much more. So 1099 versus W-2 is 2 different end numbers. So you want to get a business. You want to start a business. right? And as a senior marketing director, on average, you can make anywhere between $86,000 to $1 million. Guys, I was a director of sales for 18 freaking years. I saw millions. I made millions for my hotels. Every year, and Usha can attest to this, every year, when we get our budget and they tell us, okay, Odetta, I want 10 million from this property. I want 15 million from this. I made millions for these hotel owners. Not once they ever showed me how to make $1 million for myself. Sad to say, I don't regret it. I learned a lot. It was a good 18 years run, but this is where I make a big difference in people's life and my own life. So the fact that I can even phantom making $1 million is crazy. It's crazy, right? Guys, life is all about choices. How do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? You can decide you want to be a member, learn about money, learn to save your money smart and protected, become educated. Worst case scenario, you're going to become educated and learn how money works and build a proper financial foundation for your family. Or you may say, you know what? It's a pandemic. My job is unstable. I don't know what's going on with my company. Why not over these next 2 to 3 months, I come here, learn about finance, learn about money, study for this license, get my license with the state, and put myself in a position to make an extra 3 to 4 to 5,000 part-time, right? Life is all about choices. You can become your own money manager. Once I start learning about these concepts, I fired the guy that was managing my money from Wachovia. I love Jason. He's a great person, but he could not give me these strategies because Wachovia only has certain products. And he could only sell me what Wachovia had. And once I started learning about these concepts and I started asking him about the IUL and asking him about different stuff, I quickly realized he didn't even know these things himself. He did not know these things. He would tell me, oh, let me get back to you. After telling me, let me get back to you a couple of times, I realized he didn't know it and he didn't have those products. So he couldn't offer it to me. All because of the financial education that I gained here. So in closing, my future is brighter. My money is up. I'm stacking my coins. And because of this platform, my unborn kids are going to be better than me. As we say in Guyana, they're going to born with a gold spoon in their mouth, meaning they're going to born with things already waiting for them. And that's what I want for everyone. I want everyone to be on top of their finances. For some of us, it might be too late because we're older, but we could bless and put things in place for our kids and our kids' kids. And with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Sharon, who's going to close us out, and we're going to launch a poll.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of information. And I really hope that you guys had a pen. Come on, I'm a teacher. I hope you had a pen. I hope you had something that you could jot down all of these things, because when you call me, I need to know where I can help you. I need to know what strategies I can put into place to help you. So thank you, guys. You don't know. I have not been this excited since, I know, yesterday. But I'm excited every day to wake up in the morning and have my dad here still with me, my son with me, my family healthy, my friends are healthy. We've had a few setbacks with this COVID, but we have to keep praying and trusting God that we are doing the right thing. We are going to continue to be the best that we can be. So it really is my pleasure to have all of you on the line today, those who were invited by myself or any one of the other business partners. I wanted to just go back over and let you know that as a teacher, this really is something close to my heart. I teach infants, and they're from 0 to 4. And to watch a baby, I have a baby right now, a 9-month-old baby, and to